Oh, sorry, I was thirsty. What are we doing tonight, Z?
The same thing we do every single live stream, which is apparently offend everyone in the world. That's right. This is Our Reviews Will Kill You, the Party Time podcast that brings you news, reviews, and a little bit of look at the Irish. It is, yes. That's what we do. I am the man you may know as Z, and I am the host of this said program, and I am joined by the occasional person who shows up every once in a while. That would be Noob.
I'm the star of the show, and I provide the Lucky Charms.
That's all you do? Is just some Lucky Charms?
Oh, they're magically delicious.
You are magically nothing. Hey there, fancy hat. I love fancy hats. I love lamp as well.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. Am I getting dark? Is the screen getting dark here? Anyway.
I don't know. You are looking a little closer to blackface than usual.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have an amazing show for you tonight. Why don't you tell everybody? Oh, are we supposed to drink first? Wait. Before we get started.
Yes. The black shot before we get to our green drinks. Oh, yes.
The shot of death. That's right. Noob. I don't think that Jägermeister is Irish, but, you know.
Get a little German in ya.
Oh, I don't even know if I don't think it's German either. Oh, wait, yes, it is.
Jägermeister's not German?
Oh, I know you know German, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like that thing in the 40s didn't exist. Like, all right, like, calm down.
Don't erase your history.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
Her story?
Schwitzel. What, her story? There's a her?
There are hers in the world?
Anne Frank? Was she Jewish? No, she was deaf, dumb, and blind. No, that's Helen Keller.
You're pretty good at this game.
That is Helen Keller. Both are dead now, though. Rightfully so.
What up, Wise? Wisers in the house.
My neighbor.
Tip of the Irish to you, Wiser.
Do you have a green straw too? Look at that. I got a green straw. Oh yes.
It's good to see you. Oh, did I not put Wise up on the thing? Doc thinks that you're a grandpapa.
I'm a grandpapa?
You are.
I'm a gayan papa. I'm a gay
papa.
I'm a gay papa. I do have my Dragon Balls with love, so that makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we do have an amazing show for everybody. Why don't you tell people what is on today's
my drink does not mix well with Jaeger. That is an aftertaste.
No, I'm sure it does not.
That is not a great mixing flavor in my mouth. Anyway, what do we got? Chewing wood makes you smart. So gay people aren't dumb, is what you're saying? Okay.
I thought you'd be interested in chewing wood.
I'm very interested. I'm the smartest person in this room, clearly now.
Obviously.
Tool booed for being boring. Tool, the band? Aren't they like 70 years old? Of course they're boring. They probably can't fucking move around on the stage without breaking a hip.
It's strictly a decorative straw, Wiser. Wiser says men don't use straws. You are
No,
correct.
I suck it down. No, I suck it down.
He sucks it down. No,
I
I'm
need
not
that
using the straw.
suction with the lips. So then, Vincent Donofrio responds to fans, I guess calling him a cuck now.
Oh my god, yes. And my insides will be green after this.
I still want to know what you did to make that that is like radioactive green.
It's green Drizank. It's a little bit of scissorp, a little bit of cough medicine.
None of that is true.
Pinch of meth.
None of that is true.
Says you.
What else do we got? We have Jerry Seinfeld, who's an old angry Jew, sells his Steve McQueen Porsche. Why does anybody care? Oh yeah, your favorite person, Tony Hinchcliffe, the man who hates
Hinchcliffe.
The man who hates the legal brand, the Hinchcliffe, whatever his name is. Is that his name? Hinchcliffe?
Yeah, he hates our 51st state.
No, yeah, he hates the legal Browns. Sadie Sink gets in Spider-Man 4. I looked at Sadie Sink and she's not that attractive. I don't know where she's even from. Who cares about Sadie
Ireland.
Sink?
She's from
Is
Ireland.
she? Is she
She's
fucking
in
Irish?
Stranger. She's Stranger Things, and she's definitely.
She's Stranger Things. Okay.
She's a fire crotch. That's for sure.
I've never watched Stranger Things, so that makes sense.
That's because you are a fail.
Kim Kardashian disappointed with India because of the caste system or anything in particular. Like,
I mean, there's a couple of things. Oh, what's up, Infinity?
just the shitting in the streets. Like, what specifically about India? Like, there's many things that you can like or dislike.
Very challenging.
Then we're getting outrageous with James Cameron. Said his wife cried for 4 hours after Avatar. I thought he was saying his wife cheated for 4 hours.
That could be the case. It depends on how you look at it.
Meat heist was thwarted in Philadelphia. They weren't trying to steal cream cheese. Why were they stealing meat?
What? Who wouldn't steal meat?
I mean, you got to steal the cream cheese first. That's very important.
Really?
Norway is full of... Yeah, what do you mean? Cream cheese is delicious. Philadelphia cream cheese? Come on, bro.
You can't get that anymore.
It's at a grocery store. I can get it right now.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Oh,
You can get groceries?
You're only allowed once a month. It's a very weird stipend down here. There's one store every 150 miles. So they go by whoever's the most Republican. They get to go through the aisles first.
So you are clearly in the back of the bus.
Yeah, the contraception aisle is always very heavy because they don't like contraception, right? They like babies. They don't want to kill babies.
Go on.
I mean, I'm a proponent or not a proponent of babies being dead or alive. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this. You know what? Let's accept it. I think dead babies are good. Less babies in the world is a productive thing. We're overpopulated. My body, my choice. Throw them down the oven. Cook them. Turn them into some soup. It's fine. All right, let's move on.
What is wrong with you?
Suck that down, baby. So the meat heist. Norway is full of cheats, much like Amsterdam. And
Oh my gosh.
And Chinese hot pot gets extra ingredients. Oh, is that a baby?
We'll
Did
have
they
to wait and
cook a
see.
They cooked a baby. Then we're going in or out on the thing that's going to bring Disney back. I have wholehearted belief.
That's a $1 billion movie.
Stitch is saving Disney. Marvel can't do it. Marvel sucks now. Stitch is going to do it. He is the new superhero. And then we're doing a bunch of reviews of... Oh, we're finally reviewing the gay dead trans people. Heretic, which is very not trans. Then With Love, Meghan, little borderline trans. They, them, very trans. And Dragon Ball is just kind of gay. So... That's
I like
it.
to call it homoerotic.
It's very homoerotic. I do like that it's homoerotic. There's a lot of bunchy, sweaty men turning into apes, wrestling each other. It's amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I guess, let's see. We do owe Infinity a video, so you'll be, as we learn about our home country, former sponsor country of the Netherlands, you will also learn about it, as we learned many times about trucks. The trucks have been banned. Now it's just Carnival time, right?
I think, it's a carnival video, not a truck video.
No, well, there's no more trucks in the Netherlands. It's strictly Carnival. Hopefully there's, I don't know if there'll be copyright music. I don't know if we can listen to it. I don't know.
Oh, wait, that's right. Didn't that piece of shit get us copywritten the last time we did it?
He did. So we might just turn the volume off and not do that.
Infinity. That's why we didn't do your video the last time. You got us a copyright strike from a foreign country.
Yeah, he knew that, didn't he?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I texted him and yelled at him after it happened, and I forgot it happened.
I still have the card. I made a card for it and everything. I did work.
Did we ever release it? I don't think we did.
No, we got a copyright. How am I supposed to release it? It won't let me post it.
Yeah.
It got blocked. There's some other video that got blocked fairly recently, but we don't even steal anything. We're just commentary. All right, your peep, Ron Cold, Stone Cold.
We made green drinks for you.
For Ron, we cheer you.
I'm sucking on a really long straw.
That's you never get copyrighted because you live in a country where they don't care about it. The song is safe, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. It better just be you humming.
There's probably more goats than people in Netherlands. So who's going to copyright strike you? A24, because I'm sure that's where they film all their weird shit.
Technically, there's 11 million people in the Netherlands. And I'm pretty sure that they're all coming.
Isn't that the size of New York?
That's a good question. It might be less.
Less than New York?
Yes. Their entire country is less than New York City.
Oh, my God.
At least I believe that's true.
I'm not going to fact check it because the Netherlands doesn't deserve our facts.
I mean, they used to. Until, what did you decide? You're going to go live on Jeff Bezos' boat?
Yacht, yeah. And then drive it into their capital with explosives.
Oh, there's only 8 million people in New York City. I mean, that doesn't really count like illegal. So let's just say they're equal. 11 million.
That's a sanctuary city. There is at least 1 million of those.
There's like there isn't 19 million. I looked it up. It was like 11 million. And that's right. Ron's got a green drink too. All right.
Is it weed?
Yeah, that's what he calls it. He's got my. Oh, he didn't say green drink. He said he's got his green.
Yeah, he's got my green too. Yeah, it's weed.
We won't tell anybody. That's what we should have had. Was some real green.
This man is high every day.
Only on vacation time, or his vacation, which is our podcast, which is your podcast. So.
He's on Michigan time, which is going to be losing power because the maple syrup marauders are going to turn it off.
No, they already gave up. They already surrendered.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they already surrendered. What are you, like 5 days behind in the news?
You think I pay attention? I just remember that they yelled at people about electricity.
What exactly do you do?
What do? I show up and shit greatness. Then I go to bed and I wake up and piss excellence.
Jeez. Were we supposed to keep our thing clean? Oh, yeah, he's right. 17.88 million. All right. Fact checking us.
We're only talking about the straight people.
So it's only 11 million?
Yeah, those other 17, those other 7 are just bushels of sticks.
Oh my gosh. So are we going to the news or?
I guess so. I mean, why not?
Yes.
Let's live a little.
That's a lot of people being invited. So.
To what?
To a party.
Oh.
17 million people. That's a lot of people.
That's too many people, if you ask me.
I couldn't afford that. Yeah, 17 million. Have you heard the news?
What news of what? You should go to Firefest, Infinity. It seems like your kind of thing. You should film Firefest for us.
He's got a new destination and a new Firefest, a better fest.
You can be on the what's the news? What did you give him my wedding invite or something?
I mean, somebody's got to invite all of the Netherlands.
I mean, that would be pretty great if it's just a bunch of Netherlandish people just crash my wedding.
Just a bunch. I mean, like all of them.
Just throwing stroopwafels all over the place. People are screaming.
Screwing and screaming, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
You have room for 17 million people, right? Or
Absolutely.
Did you only invite the straight ones?
It's a golf course, so I think we can fit them on the tee.
They could all just tee up. Oh my gosh. How absolutely pedestrian of you.
Yes.
Golf course.
It's a country club because we have class.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think that's classy, but sure, you call it what you like.
My wedding costs $1,000 per minute.
And it's how many minutes? Well, I mean,
I asked them for a surcharge just to have a high class wedding that's expensive. There was I get nothing. I get that Gypsy Pope is ordaining us, so still waiting for that RSVP though.
It's coming from the entire country of the Netherlands.
Still waiting.
They're
on
all
that RSVP.
It didn't recognize my name, so I have to formally tell you that I have transferred my invitation to the Netherlands, and they've all responded yes. So they're all coming.
Wow,
all of them.
Just like the Creed song, "Arms Wide Open." I accept you.
You accept all of them? All right.
I think that's a Creed song, right?
Yeah, sure.
Arms wide open. Right, that's a song.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Chewing
Infinity
wood
will
makes
be
me smart.
will be responding for all of us. Well,
Infinity
I mean, I'm not part of it, but everybody but me.
Part of what?
I said he will be responding for all of the Netherlands. Like, he'll just give his RSVP for all of the Netherlands.
When you type in the website, it's just you type in Netherlands and the whole population just shows up.
I mean, I did try that, and it was giving me a hard time. So you may just have to accept a verbal RSVP from all of the Netherlands, but Infinity will give it the college try. That's for sure.
Yes. Like chewing wood gives you a boost to your brain.
You do like chewing wood, so
does it limit what kinds of wood you can chew on? Because I have options.
It just says it's a hard substance, so you just got to get it hard and start chewing.
Very earthy.
I mean, the darker the better is what it says.
Definitely
here.
risk of splinters, though.
I mean, I'd be more worried about the blood supply that's pumping during this wood.
No, I'm not worried. I'm just worried about the release.
Oh, okay.
Timing the release of endorphins, obviously.
Well, apparently chewing wood is good for you. You know what? All you got to do is pay attention to dogs. They chew wood. And they like red rockets, so both are good for you. So go whatever way you want to go. Red rockets
That's true.
Or chew wood. I mean, you just look at dogs, and they chew wood, and they're doing great.
I like digs.
You like digs. I feel like if we speak too much Irish, we might turn people off.
Well, that's Gaelic, isn't it?
What? When he says digs? I wouldn't... It's more like gypsy, but it's not really Gaelic. Because it's still English. Gaelic's its own language.
Oh.
So, I mean, go to chew on one tool for another tool.
We didn't even say, why does it make you smarter?
Because dogs do it.
Because dogs do it. That's the research found. Dogs chew on wood, so it's A-okay in our book.
They're pretty smart. It says they recruited 52 healthy university students from Daegu, South Korea. Is that a... Can I say that? Daegu, South Korea.
Oh my God, you just insulted Koreans and Italians.
Divide them into two groups. One group of 27 was given wax gum to chew. The other group was given medical wood tongue depressors to chew. That does not sound exciting. And the ones with the wood did better. There you go. So
one study in South Korea.
I mean, that's
really
all you
just
need.
Confirms it. Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what they did with the coof? One study, and they're like, yeah, it works. It's good.
Yeah.
That's
Keep
how
injecting it. I'm on my 14th booster.
So hey, you know what? That's obvious at this point.
Boosting makes me feel good.
Brain rot is real.
Boosting makes me feel good. Let's get back to Tool because they suck. Tool, what songs? The H dot period or something?
That's a good song. What about The Pot? Sober? I used to cover Sober.
That's probably their best one so far.
Yeah, I used to cover Sober. Well, Tool is apparently booed for a disappointing set at their own festival. You know what's funny? I did, in fact, go... If you didn't know this, what is it? Maynard James Keenan is the lead singer of Tool, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer. And I went to go see A Perfect Circle, and several people that I went with fell asleep while they were playing. So I can understand why people would boo Tool.
They're just boring performers?
Maynard literally stood in one place with long hair, which was a wig over his face, and did not move for an entire 45-minute set, if not longer. But Tool, it was their first ever destination festival, which took place in the Dominican Republic. And it appears they were booed because they were supposed to play two unique sets. Tool in the Sand Festival in Punta Cana kicked off on Friday, March 7th, and the band played two shows over 2 nights, headlining a lineup that also included Primus, Coheed and Cambria. Ooh, I like Coheed. Mastodon, who just lost one of their lead singers, which is tough. The band, maybe he quit because he heard Tool and felt the need to boo them and was like, I can't play with these fools anymore. They have other songs you might like Schism and Stinkfist, Vicarious. Well, it appears that the Friday night set was killer. They played 10 songs from all 5 studio albums. The disappointment came at the end of the band's second show Saturday night, which saw the band play 9 songs, 4 of which they played the night before. Fear Inoculum, Zombie, Numa, and Rosetta Stone. Yeah, I wouldn't be real excited about any of those songs. So people are like booing because they're like, we paid. This is a Tool destination. We paid for 2 unique sets, and they played for 30 less minutes.
I was going to say, they only sang 19 songs total?
No, yeah, 19 songs. I mean, each song's like 7 minutes, so, you know.
Oh, their songs are long?
Oh, my God. They have like 10-minute songs easily.
That's unnecessary.
I mean, I like Tool, so some of it's necessary. I mean, not all of it. So apparently Metallica did 2 nights, something similar, but did not repeat a single song. So I feel like that's false advertising, but it was in Mexico, so you can get away with whatever you want in Mexico.
You mean Dominican Republic?
Where's Punta Cana?
Dominican Republic.
Isn't that the same as Mexico?
No, it's not.
Really? Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty positive. I was in Punta Cana.
Isn't the you said it's the Dominican Republic? Is that the DRC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the same place as Haiti.
It's the same part. Yeah, same part of the island. Yeah, it's one island and half of it's DRC and the other half's Haiti.
I am shocked that you knew that. You know what divides those 2 countries?
Rapists.
Just think of what would you call all of them lined up in a row?
Just a wall of rape wall.
There you go. You got a wall. It was not a tornado. It's a wall.
It's a wall of rape.
It's the rape wall. Yes. We probably can't say that too many times either. So people were upset and they booed. So I get it, man. I get it.
You know what I'm booing? Vincent D'Onofrio's cuckism.
Yeah, I'm not really on board for this. Vincent D'Onofrio responds to a fan who thinks Daredevil Born Again has ruined Kingpin. Thanks for the support, dumb AASS. Wait, ASS?
So ass is where you draw the line.
Hey, you got to be a little more creative than that. Your creativity is like
dumb booty. Like, what do you mean? Like,
yes, dumb booty. There you go. Dumb booty.
Or
Let's
dumb
go
knickers.
to dumb booty.
What's the knicker? What the hell's the thing?
You really want to keep going in that direction?
No, I thought it out before I went there. I was
you
careful.
Actually thought? No,
I thought it out. I don't slip up around them. Shit, there's like a weird, like not your knickers or something, right? No, is that not a thing?
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of weird words for booty.
Your britches?
There, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
You could say that. You could say britches. Why did my
Well, Kingpin needs to pick up his britches because he's a biatch.
Well, I mean, when your girlfriend decides to cheat on you because you got mind raped by your American Indian daughter, adopted daughter, then yeah, we got problems, right? Spoiler.
It
Echo.
I know she became strong woman,
and then she went into his mind and made him feel bad.
Is that really what happened?
Yes, he felt very bad, and then she was like, I strong woman, and he ran away. He literally ran away, and then when he gets back home, his wife is like, I'm banging the pool boy, and you're like drug dealer. Like, she could at least be banging a pool boy and not just a drug dealer.
And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to become mayor and then make my secretary go, not Hillary Clinton. Levi. No, what the hell's that lady? Who's the cigar woman?
Oh,
Melanie Lewinsky. No. Lazinski. No.
Lewinsky.
Yeah,
Monica Lewinsky.
Melanie Lazinski. Whoops. Ipsy pipsy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he wants to now. He's just gonna diddle his secretaries now.
I didn't see that. Is that a new episode I did miss? No.
Or is he going to pound Daredevil's lady friend
Yes.
psychiatrist.
That would be just like The Sopranos, which they're kind of hinting at. Do you know what's really annoying about it? His like wife is like, I could have laundered like $200 million through this, like in that transaction. And it's like, lady, the dude's the mayor of New York City. $200 million. That's like nothing. He could eventually become the president because he's a really good mayor. Why would you limit? She's like mad about it. I'm like, are you kidding me? This lady, she's so short-sighted. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
She's just trying to keep the family business going, bro.
Her family business is nothing compared to him being the president. Are you kidding me? Why would you jeopardize that?
Although I don't understand why he's back now. Why is he just not taking over? Like that's
because he
stupid.
can't be associated with that because he's the mayor.
But
he
his
can only do
wife
it
can?
on the books. All he needs is a little bit of it. How much money do you think you think that $200 million compared to what he could get from USAID? Are you kidding me? He could get like $50 billion from USAID.
What the hell is USAID?
You don't know what USAID is?
I know what USA is. The ID part, I'm a little uncertain. Identification?
AID? USAID? Have you been living under a rock?
No.
You're not
Aid?
mad at
USAID?
You're not mad at Elon Musk for ruining USAID?
Oh, yeah. He keeps taking away my free panty liners from Walmart as a trans woman. Rude.
I don't know how he's doing that, but sure. What an interesting segue. You really don't know anything, do you?
You're talking about USAID, right? Just free money?
Yeah. It's how
okay.
how everybody gets their free money from nonprofits. Like Orc Aid, where we aid orcs on the street. Homeless orcs need your help. And we need a $10 million grant to help us fund orc transitions from the street to homes that we will 100% build. Not
for
out
orcs.
of grad, only for
Specifically.
orcs. They're discriminated against, and they need homes.
Just like the one I was like, how is this a thing? Whoopi Goldberg had like $6 million for diversity on The View. I'm like, why?
What do you mean Whoopi Goldberg has $6 million for diversity on the View?
There was I don't know if I made this up, but I think it's real. Whoopi Goldberg, he found like there was some sort of weird grant that Whoopi Goldberg got millions of dollars to have diversity on The View that she's on. That liberal stupid show with the lesbian people.
Really?
I think that's real. I could have made it up, but that's a little too specific for me to just make up out of nowhere. I must have heard it. I must have heard it somewhere.
Yeah, heard it from the...
Because I definitely never want to think about Whoopi Goldberg ever, other than her funeral.
I have not heard that one. That's a new one.
I think it's real. I think it's real.
Up to date on that Doge website. So, Vincent D'Onofrio could have been great, but now he's mad at the fans. I'm not real thrilled about him. He also lost weight as the Kingpin. He's not as imposing.
He still looks kind of normal.
Huh?
He looks like the same. I don't remember how fat his stomach was.
Dude, they literally make comments and they show him eating like egg white omelets and stuff. Are you really? You're just not even watching the show, are you?
No, I'm really not. No, other than when Daredevil's screaming and beating up people.
He does scream quite a bit and beat people up quite a bit. So, I don't know. I just think it's a bad idea to attack the fans. Seems like a bad idea. Seems foolish.
Maybe they'll hate watch, just like they hate watch. Well, we're two stories away. But
oh yes, we do get the hate and the watching.
Yeah.
So
just like Jerry Seinfeld got plenty of views for his Steve McQueen car. Why is this a thing?
Steve McQueen. It's a Porsche 917.
First off, who's Steve McQueen?
The charismatic actor from the 1971 classic film Le Mans.
What?
You don't know who Steve McQueen is?
Not a remote clue.
He's a very handsome driving guy, actor.
Isn't he
guy.
dead now?
I mean, everyone's gonna die, so what do you mean? What do you mean? Is Steve McQueen dead?
Why was he was famous because he was on a show?
He was a huge, like one of the most famous actors of his time.
He's no Brad Pitt.
He was literally the king of cool. He's the guy who eats all them eggs. You never seen that where he eats a ton of eggs?
No.
Okay, hold on. What's the name of that movie? There's like a famous movie, Cool Hand Luke. You've never heard of Cool Hand Luke?
Was it made in 2008 or older or newer?
No, it was not. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Is Steve McQueen even attractive?
Do I have to bring up Steve McQueen?
Yeah, let's see how hot he is.
He's like the pinnacle of like tough guys from the 1970s and other times.
That Marlboro man is the tough guy.
Come on, look at this dude.
He looks pretty gay.
He was. I'm not gonna say he used butter to butter up somebody's booty, but he might have. Look at this. Look how cool that guy is.
He's probably like 30 in that picture. He looks 80.
Dude, people, it was a hard living back then, dude.
Yeah, they did not age well.
I mean, that's kind of the point. Every classic movie you've ever heard of, he did first. Like The French Connection, I'm pretty sure he did that. Look how cool he looks there on that motorcycle. And this motorcycle. And this car. He's like a car guy. He's literally one of the most influential people ever to live.
Stupid. So who gives a shit if Jerry sells his car? Like, nobody cares.
He wasn't going to sell it ever.
Oh, no.
And then now he must have needed money because he said something about woke people and got in trouble.
Wait, isn't he woke?
No, he was like, woke comedy's the worst, right? Isn't that what he sounds like?
Yeah, he is kind of like whiny. He just has a whiny voice.
They're the worst, those woke comics. All right, well, anyway, he sold this thing, and...
Speaking of woke comics.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. We can just move on because...
nobody cares about this story.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because it was for $25 million he sold a Porsche that he didn't want to sell, but somehow he sold it, so... Whatever, man. It's a European car anyway. So anyway, this guy, Tony Hinchcliffe, the guy who told that joke about our 51st state.
So he's a Trumper.
Yeah, he is. He did the remember when there was like the National Convention or whatever?
Yeah, RNC or whatever, Republican National Convention.
He opened it. He was a comic, so he's like, I think part of his joke was, I've never opened a comedy show before. I've never had the national anthem play before I open up a show.
Yeah.
And then he was like talking about Puerto Rico being a giant garbage pile in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Did not go over well.
He was trying to be mindful of the fact that Puerto Rico has a trash problem because they don't have any landfills.
Very mindful. Very demure.
Yes, very demure. Very, what's the other word? It's demure and very... No,
I think it says very mindful, very demure.
Is it? I don't know.
I think so.
I think you're wrong, but that's okay. But he landed a deal with Netflix, and I said that was embarrassing for comedians everywhere because...
And now everyone hates you.
Everyone hates me. I've never had... Nah, that's not true. I've had some hate comments... I've had some videos that people hated before. People did not like my burn the boats video. But 116 dislikes. That's a lot of dislikes.
It's a lot. Yeah.
How many comments? 163 comments. It's a lot of comments. It's not the most comments, but it's a lot. Yeah. I can't arrange it by how many comments I got or dislikes. So my point was I was really actually just being sarcastic, but people don't understand sarcasm Because at one point I'm like, well, Tony Hinchcliffe was actually pretty funny on the Tom Brady roast. He might have actually been the funniest part of the Tom Brady roast, but people didn't. They just saw my caption and they didn't like it, so everybody just hated on me.
As you deserve.
I feel like I should just make you read all of the hate comments, and that would be a funny video. That's what I was going to do. I was just going to have you read all of the comments about how much people hated me.
It's like, you're gay. Like, I know.
I'm sorry. It's a choice.
See, the problem with this is the entire time until probably 12 o'clock today, I thought Tony Hinchcliffe was Andrew Schultz. Or Schultz, or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
his name
Andrew
is.
Schultz. Yeah, Andrew Schultz. Who sucks.
I was positive that was so I was just like, why is everyone not agreeing that this man sucks?
Well, Tony Hinchcliffe is like one of Rogan's best friends, and that's why people like really
more than Kreischer and that stupid Segura and
Yes.
Shane Gillis is funnier than Hinchcliffe or Hinchcliffe.
Shane Gillis is not, in fact, one of the Rogan comedians. So remember, Cat Williams was like the Rogan Six. There's 6 comedians that Rogan keeps promoting that, hey, they ain't funny at all. They ain't even comedians. Shane Gillis is not one of them. In
Is
fact,
Hinchcliffe one of them?
I think so. If I had to guess, it was Brendan Schaub, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, Ari Shaffir, the guy I can never remember who was on that show Modern Family, not Modern Family, but he was on some sitcom. And the guy who's on The Fighter and the Kid with Brendan Schaub. And then my guess would be Tony Hinchcliffe would be the other one. Or Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz could be interchangeable in there as well. And so Cat Williams basically buried those guys. Tom Segura is not that funny, but he's funnier than Bert Kreischer has one joke and it's not funny.
I hate that
and
guy.
It's a lie. Yeah, the fat guy, he's not funny.
No, I hate that guy.
Ari is known for ripping Kobe the day he died, which we did the same joke before him, so he essentially stole our joke.
We
so
reported it live as it happened.
Yeah, we were making of dead Kobe jokes while it happened, where he waited one whole day.
His daughter was probably melting in that helicopter as I was making dead Kobe jokes. Like, it was that soon.
Yes, we definitely cornered the market on dead Kobe jokes. And
the second CNN reported, I was like, shoot and score.
Exactly. We cornered that market. And then you've got Andrew Schultz, which he was funny during COVID and then stopped being funny. And his friends with Charlemagne the God, so he's not funny. The first time Shane Gillis went on Joe Rogan's podcast, he bombed. He would tell jokes and Rogan didn't get them. So he just kept getting more and more uncomfortable. Rogan's not real good when you tell jokes. He doesn't quite get it. He's no Matan, that's for sure. Matan is
Shane Gillis is probably the best comedian around right now.
Did you see that he actually made SNL good? Did you see that one sketch about a couple of beers?
I saw a handful of his sketches, but I don't think the couple of beers one I saw.
Couple of beers one is great. It's only like 3 minutes long, and he's like, "My doctor prescribed for me a couple of beers, and it's changed my life." And he's like going through, it's like a pill commercial where he's going through all the scenarios where he's like, I just take a couple of beers and everything, my life is better. Things are brighter. And then he's like, and if you have trouble where you're just, a couple of beers can't push you over the edge so that you feel better, he's like, all you need to do is get a little bump too. So a couple of beers and a little bump. It's pretty good, man. It's a really funny sketch. And it's probably the funniest sketch I've seen on SNL in like 20 years. So good for Shane Gillis. I will say Tires was an absolute garbage show. I cannot believe he was allowed to make that. It was so bad. Tires was an embarrassment.
Well, he's a good stand-up at least.
He does do a good Trump. I will give him that. And he really likes those trans Bud Lights. He's a big Bud Light guy.
Him and Posty.
Yeah. So I don't like how he just mugs for the camera and he thinks that's funny, but whatever. Either way,
mean,
people
where
hate
he makes
me.
the facial expressions?
He just looks at the camera and is like, "Brr, brr."
Yeah, kind of like The Office.
Yeah, he basically stole every joke from The Office. He does have one other funny joke where he talks about where he got what's that thing? It's not cerebral palsy, it's the other thing.
Autism.
No. Down syndrome. He's like,
yeah.
I just got nicked by the Down syndrome. He's like, I got it in my family. And he's like, if you look real hard, you can tell I just barely got hit by it. He's like, I just took a little nick. He looks a little downsy. So good for him, though.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
That's another good joke. So I'll give him credit. But Tony Hinchcliffe, he's a good roast comedian. Except he also introduced the world to David Lucas, who is not funny at all. And Matan proved for everyone that he's not funny at all. So, what are you going to do?
You know who's also not funny? Sadie Sink, because she's supposed to be attractive.
She can be when they doll her up. She's going to join Tom Holland in the next Spider-Man movie. I had an outrageous theory, but other people are trying to convince me otherwise. I said, because I heard a rumor that Zendaya is not going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, or they're going to limit her role, and she's supposed to be MJ, and people are kind of like oversaturated with Zendaya. I think there's a strong possibility that she could be Mary Jane Watson, and she'd be the redhead bombshell that Peter Parker gets married to, because Mary Jane's like a struggling actress and she's a redhead and super hot, and Zendaya is neither of those things. So I thought there'd be a really good chance.
No, Zendaya's pretty hot.
If you like prepubescent boys.
And I do.
Oh, okay. Well, then, you know. But will she be running up that hill? She will be running up that hill. I like Sadie Sink. I think she's very good in Stranger Things. What I will say, though, and welcome, Mr. M. We will cheer you with our green drinks. Tonight, top of the morning to you,
I
Mr.
drank
M.
mine 20 minutes ago.
Go get another one. I could do this without you. Remember?
It's empty. That was a Tokyo iced tea. I don't want another one. That's gonna wreck me.
Oh, bitch. Anyway, Sadie Sink.
Bitch.
Sadie Sink. They're saying that she might be Jean Grey, but why would Jean Grey be in a Spider-Man movie for all that long?
No.
Oh, yes, Mr. M. Happy St. Patty's Day drinks. Here's the other thing she could be. She could be Firestorm, because Firestorm's a redhead, and I think there's a good possibility. Because there's this old cartoon called Spider-Man and Friends, and it was Firestorm and Iceman. So I think there's a good chance she's either Firestorm or she's Mary Jane. I think Jean Grey's a stretch. I don't think they're ready to reboot to the X-Men yet. They're going to give Fantastic Four a shot, even though it's going to bomb hard. I don't know. I'm so tired of Pedro Pascal. But that's the stuff that I'm hearing.
I mean, I'm going to watch this movie either way, so it doesn't really matter who they cast in it, but I've never heard of Sadie Sink before today, so we'll see.
Like I said, she's an interesting character. She seems to be, I think she's a good actress. She has not acted in a lot other than Stranger Things, but you know, when you're hot, you're hot. You got to strike while the iron hot is hot. You know who else is hot? So
Not
hot.
Kim Kardashian.
Not Kim Kardashian.
Nor are many Indians, except Raina Vallandigham.
I don't know who that is, but
The Cobra Kai girl.
She's not, what?
Yeah, remember the hot Cobra Kai girl?
Yes, she's Indian.
The fucking brown Indian chick with the thick eyebrows? Yeah, she's
not
Indian.
Indian. She's like Brazilian or something, dummy. What's her name?
No,
Vallandigham? What's her name?
I think she's Indian, dude.
What's her name?
Raina Vallandigham or something.
Okay. American. She's American, you mother effer.
All right.
She's American.
Go to ethnicity then.
Ethnicity is irrelevant. She's Indian American.
Okay.
Her grandfather.
She's Indian irrelevant.
Her grandfather's from Punjab. She's American as apple pie, dude.
She's also as brown as shit. So
what are you What are you, racist?
I'm not racist. She's hot. She's fucking hot as hell. What do you mean?
She's not. You just said she was brown as poodoo.
She is pretty tan.
She is a beautiful American actress. Stop disparaging her.
She looks like a super Indian.
What are you? What crack are you smoking?
I don't know. Like, there's 0% chance you would look at that and think she's not Indian.
I thought she was from Brazil.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move back to an uglier, fatter person.
You mean a hobbit?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me I just want you to imagine this. Kim Kardashian goes to India and she's upset because it's not like Agrabah from Aladdin.
What?
I am not kidding. That is a direct quote. And except I remembered the Agrabah part. I don't think she does. She literally said it did not. She thought the experience would remind her of Disney's Aladdin, and it didn't.
No shit. Like, what?
So
wow.
what part of that do you think is the most wrong?
All of it. The fact that she's alive, the fact that she said it, the fact that India's involved.
The fact that Agrabah is not India and they're not even close to each other.
Wait, it's not?
Okay.
Where did Aladdin take place?
In Agrabah. Where do you think that was?
I didn't even know Agrabah was a real place. Madagascar.
It's not.
Best
It's
guess.
a fictional Middle Eastern city.
Do
you know where India is?
Not Asia.
It's in Asia. Yes, it's not in Middle East.
Yes, so it's basically Palestine. Aladdin was a Palestinian.
Yes, absolutely. Do you think Palestinians and Indians are the same people?
They sure almost look like it, but no.
Are you okay? She said, she goes, I thought it was going to be like the marketplace. This is like the streets. What you see in Aladdin going through and stealing some bread from. This is where I thought we were going.
What? All right, she needs to just stop speaking.
She got upset because there was a stray dog and too many car horns. She's
Okay,
like, I don't do random dogs.
No, I wouldn't. Well, first of all, I don't know why you'd be doing random dogs, but I agree. I would not be happy with stray dogs. I'd be sad, and I would have adopted them all. Just like I have adopted all my neighborhood cats. There's Stubbs, there's Wiggles, and there's President Snow.
Well, you didn't do videos on any of those except for one.
I have videos, but it includes me in my full form, so I cannot show them.
Why would you? What do you get on the ground and roll around with them or something?
I mean,
Sexually?
I think so. Yeah, most of the time.
Agrabah and Aladdin isn't even based in India. It's supposed to be the Middle East and is a fictionalized portrayal of Middle Eastern culture, which is where her ethnicity is from. She's from like her family's from like Iran or something like that.
She them sand neighbors?
She is a neighbor, that is for sure.
She's a sand neighbor.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh, that is an outrage. I am outraged by you. You are outrageous.
What do you mean? That's being that's smart with words. What's wrong with that?
What? Say what? What? That's being smart with words.
Yes. Anyway,
I guess it's better than being is it better than being a snow neighbor?
No, snow neighbor? Isn't that just a no, it's just Snow Bunny, isn't it?
You don't know what a snow neighbor is?
No?
You already
Is there another form of them?
You were already fighting about it. You were saying that Ron was going to get his power cut off.
Oh, Canada people.
I mean, I've also heard them referred to as snow Mexicans, but
Snow Mexicans is so much better.
Oh my God, we're gonna get bad.
Oh,
One day they're just gonna pull the plug on this show.
I need to find a fucking Canadian and be like, you little snow Mexican, go back up north.
Which one is better? They are our neighbors. I kind of prefer Snow Neighbor, but
I prefer the pure form of it. But
I like it the purest form.
Anyway, we need to rapid fire this outrage because we're running along.
No, we're not even close. We're only 50 minutes in, and our reviews are going to be very limited.
Okay,
I'm not letting you review one of your movies, so
I will scream Sand Neighbor at the top of my lungs.
I just wanted to make a point about James Cameron's wife cried for 4 hours after watching the latest Avatar film. That's because he tied her up in the basement for 4 hours to watch it. And
these movies are not good. I mean, okay, they're good, but they're not great.
I didn't even watch the second one. It was so bad.
Wait, really?
No, why would I watch that crap?
I liked the second one better than the first one.
What? You like?
There was a lot more water.
You don't. The first one is just dances with wolves, but dances with blue people. Was there even blue people doing it in that one? Because there was blue people doing it in the first one.
There was not blue tail sex. No.
Well, Avatar: Fire and Ash. I don't know how many hours it is. I'm gonna assume it's 4 hours. And
14 hours.
She watched the whole thing from end to end, and she kept herself away from it. She wasn't showing her bits and pieces. She just cried for 4 hours. She bawled. I'm pretty sure if I was married to James Cameron, I would just cry for 24 hours. Why stop at 4? Why stop at 4?
She's probably watching and just bawling. She's like, please, I don't want to watch these goddamn Smurfs anymore.
No more blue Smurfs. No more. At least
I just want to watch Whoopi Goldberg on The View.
I mean, she's practically an avatar.
She is. She's definitely not a snow Mexican, though.
Well, what do you feel about the police doing their job, stopping a beef heist?
$55,000 worth of meat in South Philadelphia. Of course, it was South Philadelphia, not normal Philadelphia. West Philadelphia is the dark one.
South Philadelphia is where all the cheesesteaks are.
Is that Geno's and Pat's?
Yeah, South Philadelphia.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. 185 boxes full of beef worth about $55,000. That's crazy.
That's a lot. It's a lot of meat.
Yeah, you got to keep that meat close. Police said the getaway car had paper tags, and they weren't pointing them in the right direction. There are surveillance cameras there, and they're hoping the footage will aid in the investigation. They've covered They've been crab thefts, bourbon thefts, pork thefts, and beef thefts. That's a lot of different thefts. But 55 G's, could you imagine? That's like a whole. That's like 5 homeless people's salaries.
How are you offloading the meat? Because
it's 185 boxes. You know what? On the street, beef goes for some real cheddar.
Are you just going up? You rolling? Oh god, I'm tired. Are you just rolling up to like a local meat butcher and be like, hey, I got some.
You want some beef? You want some beef?
Got some meat. I'll give you a discount.
Oh wait! This isn't New News final form. Not even close. Not even close. You should see the ombre that he dresses in.
The ombre?
Isn't that what you dress in? Isn't that what they call that? Ombre
with the faded colors. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even have those shirts anymore.
Oh, someone made you throw them out?
No, they got stained. The ombre stained because it bled through.
I can't have my future spousal-in-law be a homosexual.
No, I love the ombre, but
snow neighbors walk in a single file to hide their numbers. Yes, they do.
Oh god, barcodes on the wrist.
Whoopi Goldberg has a long career for someone with no eyebrows. Does she not have eyebrows?
She's got I just don't like looking at her, so I don't know.
Is that $55K before tariffs or after? Hey, if you don't have to pay taxes for less than $150,000, sign me up, baby, because I will make $20,000. I hate to give a third of my $20,000 that I make on cocaine on the streets as in taxes. Why would I want to do that? Give up a third, like $6,000 in taxes for $20,000 of cocaine? Come on.
Sure.
Anyway, speak of an outrage, how close is Norway to the Netherlands?
Not super close.
Really? Are you sure about that? I bet you it's closer than Florida is to you.
No, I don't think so.
Really? Are you sure? I bet
I'm not sure, but I think
wrong.
so.
I might have to Google it. Norway
to the Netherlands.
Norway to the Netherlands. I just want to know who's a bigger cheat, the Netherlands or Norway? Oh my God, dude, it's way closer than you think.
How many miles?
Hold on. Cheapest flight is $95, 2 hours and 13 minutes. Bitch!
I can get to Florida in less than 2 hours, so.
An hour and 45 minutes?
Bitch! I think it's less.
I disagree.
So why are they cheating?
Well, apparently the Norwegians have been cheating in some sport that I am unaware of. Hold on. Something to do with skiing and flying. Sign stealing in baseball, match fixing in soccer, doping allegations in skiing. Now ski jumping has its own scandal. Cheating by a Norway team officials manipulating ski suits that has shaken a national reputation for fair play and high-minded principles at their home Nordic World Championships, where the host team dominated the medal table. 2 Olympic gold medalists, Marius Lindvik and Johan Andre Forfang, had denied involvement since the allegations emerged on the weekend, but were suspended Wednesday and put under formal investigation. They can't compete in the World Cup in Oslo that starts on Thursday because
They're gay.
they deliberately altered their ski suits. So they clearly added Spider-Man things to them.
What?
I don't know, man. They jump in ski suits and now they cheated. They apparently they microchip suits to increase the size and improve the aerodynamics to help them fly further. They put squirrel suits on.
This sounds much closer to the Netherlands than it is to Norway.
Maybe you could fly from the Netherlands to Norway in a ski suit now. It has been revealed in footage secretly filmed from behind a curtain, then sent by a whistleblower to international media that they were confirmed by tearing apart the seams of the crotch area of the offending Norwegian ski suits. I don't know, man. They're cheating. They're cheating Norwegians. Shocking. No? All right,
That's why we are going to be the national podcast of Norway after their cheating scandal. They need someone to rein them back in.
They need us to fix them.
Make Norway great again.
Can we perhaps help China as well? Even though China is asshole.
I do like hot pots though.
Restaurant apologies after video of diners urinating into hot pot broth goes viral.
I don't like that though. I don't like that.
I feel like you're never going to be able to eat hot pot again. A Chinese hot pot giant, Diallo, said it would compensate over 4,000 diners. Almost that many people died in the World Trade Center.
What the? Why are we comparing that?
Who had visited one of its outlets in Shanghai after 2 diners urinated into their hot pot broth. A video of 2 men urinating into the broth of their hot pot while dining in a private room. Oh my God, it circulated online. I did not see this video. Can we get a closer look? It showed the case revealed a lack of training procedures, which led to the staff's failure to detect the situation promptly. These dudes videotaped themselves taking a leak into a hotpot.
That's super stupid.
They are both 17 years old and have been detained and are being sentenced to death.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Mr. M had several comments. They've been stuffing their bulges. Yes. Both the Norwegians and the Netherlanders. By the way, Infinity let me down. I gave him insider. No, you'll see. Maybe he'll do it next week. Oh, Spider-Man things. Oh my gosh. In their crotches. They added Spider-Man to their crotches. It was the crotch. It's always been the crotch, including this Chinese thing. Oh my gosh. So, yes, they will sentence these boys to death, and I will never, ever have hot pot again. Done with outrage.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I think that leads us on to
the cutest and best movie of the entire year.
Lilo and Stitch. Snitches get stitches. Disney becomes the second most viewed live action trailer with 158 million. I didn't see that. It only looked like 11 million, but I might have been looking at something else. I don't know. How do you feel about Lilo and Stitch live action?
I never watched the animated Lilo and Stitch, but this looks amazing.
So how do you know if you're going to like it, considering it's a shot-for-shot remake of the original Lilo and Stitch?
Because I assume the animated, and I have the animated version.
And you've never watched it.
Never watched it, no. It's not as cute, whereas this Stitch is lifelike and adorable, and I will kill anyone that hurts him.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Are you going to tell me that Stitch is not an adorable little puppy? How dare you?
I mean, he's okay. He's nothing special.
He's pretty cute.
So the big controversy, which has been going on for a while, is that the Lilo girl is not brown enough.
I see. Again, I never watched the first one, so I don't have that reference. But she looks like a normal Hawaiian chick. So, what's the big deal?
She seems fine. In fact, if anything, I said she's not even cute enough. They need to up the cuteness factor. Like, she's just not cute enough.
Why are you commenting on a 7-year-old?
How cute she is? Children are cute.
Mm-hmm. Why are they cute? Because you want to diddle them?
No, you are the diddler. And you hate the Irish. I mean, what is wrong with you?
Irish potatoes suck.
Apparently. Oh, why don't you eat like a whole thing of Irish potatoes?
Because I don't want diabetes.
How could you possibly get diabetes? You don't even eat real food anyway.
Weren't you the one that we ate them live on air one year and you're like, these are terrible?
There's no way I would have ever eaten an Irish potato because I know what they are and I cannot eat them.
You hate coconut, don't you?
I would die.
You're not allergic to coconut, you just hate coconut.
No, I'd rather die than eat coconut because coconut will kill me anyway.
Well, how's it going to kill you?
If I'm allergic to it, I will die.
You're not allergic to it.
How do you know?
Because I'm pretty sure you're not.
I'm pretty sure I am. In fact, someone tried to poison me the other day, but I survived.
That's what shellfish.
I survived. Doesn't matter. And coconut. Okay. They probably put coconut crusted shellfish in there.
Mr. M, if you could, take out a loan and use it to systematically send every day to 123 Orc Lane, Z's house, just a bunch of live shellfish, and release them into his home or his homeless shelter, and just so they can terrorize him until he eventually goes into AFib and dies.
Yes, anaphylactic shock for those of you who didn't know what that meant. Anyway, I am not in on this, but I'm sure you are. So.
I will 100% see this in theaters. This looks absolutely amazing.
All right, well, you do you there, Chief. How about we move on to the important part of the show? You know, the show that's called
Rapid Fire Reviews.
Our Reviews Will Kill You, and it's the shortest part of the show. So what's first?
That is kind of funny. Do you want to just knock out they, them? You want to kill some trans first?
I would rather review They Killed Tyrone. This movie came out 3 years ago. Why are we reviewing it?
Because me and the boys were on a ski trip, and then
you didn't film any of this? How do you not film a bunch of horny men watching an LGBTQ movie together?
Well, because we all had the flu, so we were all cuddled up on the couch.
That's really terrible.
And it was an adorable time, except my one friend Alex, who then took his location off because he's a bitch.
I'm not a fibber. Take money, Orkland, live shelf, selfish. Z's a fibber. Got it. I am not a fibber. I 100% somebody poisoned me the other day. So, but like I said, what does not kill you will only make you stronger and stranger.
All right, Joker. So they them is Kevin Bacon trying to convert a bunch of trans people, basically, and it's a horror movie.
What? How is that horror? Wait, what's the horror part?
That trans people exist, and
This is not. That is wrong. That is wrong. You bigot.
That's what Kevin Bacon's saying.
And that's not sister? What you're saying. Breach sister.
Sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Kevin Bacon runs a "Don't Be Trans" conversion camp, and then people just start getting killed, and I'm like, oh, that's exciting. Is the trans gonna get murdered? No. Just the people that hate the trans get murdered. And then you figure out that one of the lesbians that aren't trans as a kid that went to the school conversion camp came back and is mad that she was told not to be a lesbian, so she murders them. And it ends.
You said a bunch of words, and the critics have it at 33%, and the audience has it at 25%. So I think
it honestly, it was not as bad as one. It was like it was shitty, but it was watchable shitty.
Although it deserves credit for a strong cast and inclusive premise, They Them is too tonally messy to cut more than skin deep.
Also, it does have one of the best uncomfortable scenes you will ever see. It's like this weird.
Is it like the Crying Game?
I don't. Is that Ben Affleck?
No, the Crying Game.
I never saw that.
I would think that would be your favorite movie ever.
Is it? Oh, it's gay, isn't it?
It's a 1992 thriller romance. Stars Forrest Whitaker,
Matt Damon,
and some big old big old cock and
big old dickums.
Big old diggums.
Big old diggums.
Digging and diggum. What's that frog? The frog
diggums. Ma diggums.
Uh-huh.
I lost my train of thought.
Do you recommend this? Something. Yes or no?
As a shitty B movie, absolutely.
Okay, what's next?
What do we got?
Oh, Andor season 2 is coming out next week, which I will be watching. Or is it? I don't know. It could be in a couple weeks. I'm going to watch it either way.
What is our premiere review? Like, is it Heretic? Is it?
It's got to be with love. It's got to be love.
That's our premiere review. All right, let's go. Let's go Heretic then.
Let's just do Dragon Balls because no one actually cares about this.
First off, Dragon Ball Diama is great.
It came out last year, 2024. So fans have it at 97%. There's been 7 reviews on the critic side, and no one cares. Please continue.
If anyone is a Dragon Ball fan and they have watched Dragon Ball GT, they know that is not a Toriyama
when you like
original.
Little children and you like Dragon Ball and you like to mix in little children, have I got a show for you?
Absolutely. And balls. Don't forget the balls.
Don't forget the balls. Big balls.
And this is basically Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace, my legend.
Your neighbor?
My neighbor. My Asian neighbor. My slanty neighbor. So he basically remade GT in his own version because it takes a lot from
With children.
The children were in GT, so yes, that is a thing. They become not children in the last episode. Spoiler alert. But yeah, it's just Goku and friends go to the demon realm. They got a quest for some balls, and there's a magical little guy with a third eye, and he fights him. Like, it's a good show. There's a lot of vamping. There's a lot of unnecessary, episodes, obviously, but it's Dragon Ball, so you expect that. I enjoyed it. 20 episodes, not too long. Was there a barking dog in the background?
I looked up something that I cannot show anyone. I cannot show us. I will not put it on there. I cannot do it. I was looking up something in the crying
Mr.
game. And I was
Popo?
like,
Yes, there is a little bit of Popo. There's a Popo in like the first episode. There's a Popo in the last episode. Baby Popo is very unnerving. Very, very uncomfortable to look at.
okay.
So
That's your
what was
review?
the dog? Yeah, no, I recommend it for
Me
anyone
making
who's a Dragon Ball
noises,
fan.
I cannot show you. I cannot. If you've ever watched the crying game and you've seen the scene that immediately pops into my head, you will never live the same way again. And let's just say somebody never finished what they started in that movie.
What?
If you were
Okay, well-
transgender and you never finished what you were supposed to,
Oh, gotcha.
and then all of a sudden it gets revealed in a movie, are you real excited to see that? Do you want to see that? Do you want to see it?
Wait, you're saying this is a real life ousting?
This was back in '92 when it wasn't even like acceptable. So whatever.
Oh my
Ever-
God, Mr. M. Yes, Dragon Ball Z abridged and Popo, and that's the best Popo you'll ever see. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. I love that Popo. He's the best Popo.
I don't
Supreme
know what that
Popo.
means.
He's the supreme black Popo. Popo!
Wow, you're an angry popo.
Anyway. Yeah, so I guess I recommend it. Watch it. And I'm still watching the English version because I'm double dipping on shorts. I'm doing Japanese sub and English dub. So come at me, bro.
Well, Mr. M loves you, so.
Yeah,
Or he
does.
loves Dragon Ball Z. He loves both.
No, he loves my Dragon Balls.
And Mr. Popo.
So I guess we're gonna go Heretic. I guess
Yes,
I wanted to see this. Is it good? Is it watchable?
Yes, it's not as good as Long Legs, but it's good. This is a mystery thriller horror movie. It's not really horror, but it kind of is. 91% on the critic side, 76% on the audience side. Two young missionaries are forced to prove their faith when they knock on the wrong door and are greeted by the diabolical Mr. Reed, Hugh Grant, becoming ensnared in his deadly game of cat and mouse. Mr. Reed is very good. Hugh Grant's excellent. In fact, all the actors are excellent in this. There's only a cast of like 4 people. And what's really funny is Topher Grace is in this. And he has like 3 lines. And so it's pretty weird. What to know? Critic consensus: Hugh Grant has infectious fun playing against type in Heretic, a religious horror that preaches the gospel of cerebral chills over cheap shocks. Audience says, as the titular heretic, Hugh Grant and his theological musings are as irresistible as blueberry pie. Even if the story's payoff doesn't quite reach the biblical good setup. I 100% agree with the audience. This has an amazing setup. They spent a lot of time setting it up, and it's like they ran out of money because there's only like 2 sets in this entire movie. Imagine, what is that? Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners on some level, except the labyrinth maze that they keep alluding to, it doesn't ever appear and is only like 2 rooms. So
Prisoners was good.
yeah, this is not as good as Prisoners. It's good, but it's not great. It's borders great. It's very watchable. The director is Scott Beck. I don't know what else he directed. Let's see here. He has directed The Boogeyman, 65, which I don't think was that good. A Quiet Place. He directed that? Oh, no, he's a screenwriter. So he's only directed a couple of things. The Boogeyman was okay. 65. I don't think I saw that. This is okay. It's not as good as Long Legs, which I wish I did a longer review of Long Legs because I did some research and it's actually very, very much better. Topher Grace's name has always bothered me. It's as if you look the wrong half of Christopher as a nickname. Yes, Mr. M. I agree with you. Topher Grace, I don't like his name. I don't like him. I don't like anything about him. I did like him in The Predators because he played a crazed serial killer. But
He's also great in Spider-Man 3.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
So anyway, Heretic, very watchable. Hugh Grant is very good. The two girls, I want to give them credit.
Is there a twist?
Yes, absolutely. Chloe East. Yeah, there's absolutely a twist, and I think it's a good twist. So check it out. I highly. Let's give it a B. Let's give it a B. A B for Be There or Be Square, and then our absolutely pinnacle review with love. Meghan. And I will do more of this, I guess, because it did very interestingly well. I watched more of this than I should have it. Meghan Markle, or Meghan Sussex, as she corrects us in episode 2. She doesn't go by Meghan Markle. She goes by Meghan Sussex. Meghan Markle invites friends and famous guests to a beautiful California estate where she shares cooking, gardening, and hosting tips. 33% from critics, 22% from the fans. I genuinely feel bad for Meghan Markle or Meghan Sussex or whatever she wants to call herself.
Why would you feel bad for that piece of shit heathen?
She has no friends. Her very first guest is her makeup artist who works for her. And he's been a friend of hers for many, many years. And there's a part where he's like, oh, I remember your wedding cake. I got to go taste it with you. He went to her tasting. He did not get invited to her wedding.
Oh.
Because he's not famous enough. He's just a makeup artist. And he was probably working for her that day. So because he was working to do her makeup, he didn't actually get to go to her wedding. And that's her first guest.
That's rough.
At some point, she like is making up like gift bags for people where she takes a bag of like peanut butter pretzels and puts them from the big bag of peanut butter pretzels into a much smaller bag of peanut butter pretzels and is like, here's the gift for you. What? And then she goes and she's like, I'm going to go collect some honey. Do you know how she collects honey?
How's that?
She hires a bee guy to collect the honey for her.
Jason Statham is the beekeeper?
Yeah, she hires Jason Statham to keep her bees. And he gives her all the honey. And then she makes candles out of the bees' honey. Or whatever. Out of the honey wax. I don't know how you deal with bees.
Absolutely.
I think you smoke them. And I also watched her with Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling, literally, she's like, oh, I was planning a birthday for my kids, and I did this, this, and this. And Mindy Kaling's like, yeah, I pay someone to do that. In fact, the show isn't even filmed at her house. She rented an $8 million. She lives in a $35 million house. She rented an $8 million house to film the show in.
What?
She doesn't live here. No.
What is the point of this woman? Why is she alive?
She's trying to be the next who's that old like a lifestyle brand influencer. Like who's that old lady who is friends with Snoop Dogg and stuff, who went to jail?
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, there you go. Jeremy Renner was just a makeup artist, and then he got famous and run over by a tractor and almost died. So moral of the story, kids, don't get famous or you'll wind up at a royal wedding. First of all, Jeremy Renner is an amazing musical artist, if you didn't know that. And he did almost die trying to save another human being because he owned a snowplow, which he then ran himself over with. Did he get invited to a royal wedding? I don't even know. But I feel like Hawkeye is cool enough to get away with it, where Meghan Markle is just not that cool. She also is in her bare feet an awful lot, and that's just creepy.
Oh, those tootsies, though.
Oh, you should have done a short on Meghan Markle's tootsies, except you were busy literally doing nothing. You've no friends and you do nothing.
I was filming a Suits video.
That 3 minutes video about nothing?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
So anyway, if you want to hate watch it. I don't necessarily recommend it, but I don't know. It's so weird, and I feel really bad for her. I almost want to be her friend, although I'm homeless, and I feel like I wouldn't have a lot to add to her, brand. But hey, if you're looking for some homeless chic, come talk to me, and we can be friends. Meghan Sussex, Duchess of Sussex, Duchess of Suckit. Her son, or wait, her. She keeps talking about making stuff for her kids. They don't show up in the show at all because obviously.
Does Harry show up
at the very last episode?
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I watched this. I was just like fascinated, and I felt very, very sad for her. And she's friends with Michelle Obama.
Was she a guest?
No, but she does have a podcast and probably a penis, allegedly.
Yes, she definitely is a man.
Yeah, you'd think you would think those Tony Hinchcliffe people would hate me less for saying that, but
Michelle Obama should have been in They Them.
Obviously.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon would have loved her.
Obviously. So, anything else? What are we reviewing next week? Definitely Electric State. That's coming out. I'm going to watch that. As Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt.
Looks terrible.
Oh my God, it looks amazing. I don't even know what it's about, but apparently Mr. Peanut steals the show. What else?
I do love the PA. It's like, oh, that's nuts. And then he just looks at her like, sorry.
I heard the special effects were very, very good. And Netflix spent like
$300
million on this. Netflix, why are you doing that? Although it is the Russo brothers, and I would love to give them a chance because they did us good in Captain America's, Captain America 2.
Winter Soldier.
3, yeah, whatever that is. What else? Anything else? What else are we watching?
I have no idea.
More of the Man.
Invincible's over.
Oh, yeah, we'll review Invincible. I have to watch the last episode. More of the Man, then Noob. Yes. I don't know what that means, but yes. More of a man than Noob. Yes, they are more of a... Yes. Oh, Michelle Obama is more of a man.
More. Oh, my God. She's definitely got a bigger dick than me.
What can I say? I like strong women. Michelle Obama, Condoleezza Rice, Serena Williams. Wait a minute.
Like strong men.
Serena Williams. I'm pretty sure that's a chick, right? Condoleezza Rice is a warmonger and war criminal, but also possibly a woman.
You like a little Hershey syrup on your ice cube, Mr. M? Is that what you like?
Oh my God! You have to see Michelle Obama's brother.
What if Mr. M is this like hulking black man this entire time? Like,
I'm okay with that.
What if Mr. M? I'm a little uncomfortable, to be honest.
Wow.
I imagine. No, just because of my vision of Mr. M. I think he is like this nerdy white guy.
He said it's a Modern Family quote, so he beats you to it.
I'm picturing Mr. M barely breaking 6 foot, probably soaking wet 180. 3 kids. He definitely beats his wife because she doesn't take care of them enough. And he's got to do all the laundry. And what else? He's got to make the lunches. He's got to cook dinner. He's a one-man show.
That is a good question. Show. Do you do your own laundry?
Me? Yeah.
Of course you do.
Sort of. It's combined laundry. So yes.
And you
no.
do her laundry. Okay.
She mainly does the laundry.
She doesn't actually live there, so try it again.
Michelle Obama?
Yeah, Michelle Obama barely lives at your house.
Yeah.
When was the last time you drowned a black man in your pond?
Not soon enough.
Wow. Trump gave me a solid. I want to stay on long enough just to hear what Doc has to say. Quick, Doc. What did Trump do you a solid with? Real quick.
Is he a Trumper?
No, he is not. But you've been watching my podcast, Snoop. Thank you. Yes, Mr. M. Oh, God. One day, maybe you'll be a guest on our show, Mr. M. That would be funny.
I swear to God, if he's like a hulking black man, I will invite him to my home eventually. Wait, President Trump made Department of Justice speech. An unprecedented airing. I guess maybe that's the news he's talking about.
Since he banned men from playing women's sports. Fair enough, Doc. Yeah. That's all right. We're okay with that. Anyway, we love all y'all. We got a bunch of stuff next week, and we can no longer do the dishes, apparently, is what Doc said. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, my God. There's a hairy thing going on here. Anyway, we love all y'all, but we are on to the next one. Adios, muchachos.
Thanks for catching the video. Be sure to join our channel to get the education you deserve. Make sure you check out our shorts, live streams, and catch us on all the socials. Don't forget to like and subscribe.